I'm still running off the energy from my last video about Ludwig, and I'm still kind of pissed off. So let's get into some more Hasan Piker drama, shall we? And the Orbiters. I'm probably gonna yell a lot.
Welcome back to a series so sweet, it's giving people diabetes.
True. Definitely gave me diabetes. I didn't have diabetes before this series.
Today's video, Hasan has completely lost his mind. He's calling Ethan a mentally ill stalker. He's now mad at
the irony.
Big content creators for not speaking up and defending him. He's crying about
Hasan saying Ethan is a stalker. You know, Hasan, the guy who called the police on his ex to do a wellness check or a welfare check, whatever the fuck you call it. Actual piece of shit. Hypocrite.
About Asmongold taking away his safe space to spread terrorist propaganda? Asmongold has responded. We got plenty of updates from all of Hasan's orbiting moons. And it was subscribe or you have to clean Dan Clancy's gooning pillow. And let's begin with Hasan's.
Thank God, man, that I'm already subscribed to MorePegasus. You better do it, hurry.
Latest meltdown. Hasan speaks on the Ethan lawsuits, calls him a mentally ill stalker.
Call it for what it is. He's abusing the legal system the way stalkers do. No, that's precisely what he's doing. But in this circumstance, because the legal system is fucking busted, because the legal system is fundamentally broken, if you have a lot of money, you can do this kind of thing.
Bro, he is crashing out so fucking hard. Love to see it, man. These people are losing everything. It's about fucking time.
You're depraved and you're manic and you're an insane person. And you don't care.
Is he talking about me?
About like wasting unlimited funds, especially considering that he does technically have virtually unlimited funds. You can be
wait. I thought he was broke. I thought he had a failing business and that his merch business was completely failing. But he's got unlimited funds? Make it make sense, Hasan.
Vexatious litigant. It's like having a mentally ill stalker.
Vexatious litigant. Damn, Hasan actually picked up a dictionary for once. But unfortunately, while picking
probably saw somebody say that and was like, I'm gonna use that. That sounds smart.
It up, he also dropped his brain in the fucking toilet. How is it mentally?
Well, actually, I think he picked up his brain out of the toilet, put it in just to say that little two-word phrase, and then it fell right back into the shitter.
Ill stalking to sue someone for stealing your content? That is literally how copyright is enforced. Apparently doing anything that Hasan
well, they don't actually, he probably doesn't know what he's suing for. Probably just thinks that he's suing just to sue because they're women and a black guy because he's racist and a sexist.
Agrees with, he will just brand you as mentally ill or insane. And I just
it's so ironic coming from him.
Love how he flip-flops every video, because remember last time he was just calling Ethan Klein broke, but now he's saying he has unlimited funds?
Exactly.
I mean, the fact is he is quite wealthy, but so are you, right? So help out your buddies, you know, Mr. Communist here can't even donate a single dollar to help out his friends who are getting sued.
But he can buy a Porsche.
These friends have defended you nonstop for years, by the way, so if you had any shred of loyalty,
I don't think they're actually his friends. I think they're just shoving their heads as far up his ass as they can to get as much clout. They can't get close to him unless they shove their heads up his ass. That's the only way he allows it. That's the way he likes it.
You would be donating. Then this next part, he basically admits that his orbiters are completely screwed and all they can hope for is that Ethan decides to forgive them out of the goodness of his heart.
And he totally would if they come out and apologize.
Not only does he have an unlimited amount of money and power, he also makes content off of this. So it turns into more money for him down the line. And given the way that our legal system works, given the way that our court system works, given the way that copyright works, there's really nothing you can do about it other than...
I mean, like, yeah, he's right. He's right about this. There's nothing that they can do about it. They're fucked. I'm so happy about this, man. I was pissed off because of the Ludwig situation, but you know, I'm feeling good again. I'm so happy about this.
Then hope that it goes away eventually. Just like cyber stalkers, we do not have an adequate measure against cyber stalking, and just like stalking in general, we don't have the best possible measures. So the only thing you can do about cyber stalking is basically hope that
What the fuck is cyber stalking? Is that like when you follow every single word that somebody says and you just can't stop bringing them up, can't stop mentioning them? Is that what cyber stalking is? Because that's literally what you and your entire orbiting moon system fucking do every day. We wouldn't be talking about these people if they wouldn't stop lying, man. Doing stupid shit and being hypocritical. Actual evil monsters, terrorist supporters.
they just calm down, take medication, stop stalking you. There's really nothing else you can do about it.
Alrighty, Hasan, I guess you need to update your dictionary again. Because from what I know, that is not the definition of stalking. Apparently, suing someone for a legitimate reason is now stalking them. I'm genuinely curious at this point, does this guy act stupid on purpose, or is this like a gigabrain plot? Also, why is this guy complaining about Ethan making money from covering drama or being involved in this situation? First off, he didn't want to do this. You guys forced him to do this because your fans went after his kids.
Yeah. And that whole content cop thing, like, do they not fucking realize this was all they're doing? Actually, I think they probably do, and they don't care. And they just didn't think that it would come to this. They thought that they would just keep winning, even though they weren't winning, but they thought they were.
He got CPS called on him, and this is purely revenge. You guys were trying to ruin his life and separate his family, and he just had to fight back. Not to mention, you also make tons of money off of this drama. Like, Hasan will always try to pretend that he's a...
Yeah, he's making money off of this drama of his orbiters getting absolutely nuked. He's not going to help them, because he doesn't want to go down with them. Because that's how these people are. They're willing to backstab anybody, even the closest people to them, in order to stay relevant. Self-preservation. Right, Ludwig?
Above the drama, he's above the slop, but somehow he is constantly, every single day, without fail, talking about it all the time as well. That is pretty much half his content at this point. And somehow he will still refer to anyone he disagrees with as slop tubers.
Well, I am a slop tuber. I fully embraced it. These fucking morons on the left. I am on the left, by the way, but I'm talking about, like, the leftist extremists. These morons don't realize that all the insults that they throw at us, we're gonna embrace them.
And he himself is definitely a slop tuber as well. Now, one of his chatters calls him out.
Oh, stop cry bullying your friends because your friends are having consequences beneath you. Like, see, this is what I mean. It's just like the point here is to be a fucking nuisance, right?
Okay, we gotta read.
Hasan's a nuisance. I feel like I'm trying not to lose my mind, but these people twist everything to be fucking retarded, man.
That because he quickly got rid of that comment. So this commenter said, then maybe be transformative and not malicious. Oh, stop cry bullying because your friends are having consequences is beneath you. Well, that's where you're wrong. Nothing is beneath Hasan, except maybe Frogan. Okay, so basically this commenter pointed out the literal truth that they maliciously tried to steal content, and then they themselves harass Ethan all the time and are now finally facing consequences, like they were crying while actively bullying him. So cry bully. And Hasan just immediately had to get rid of this comment, right? We can't have the truth in my chat. Maybe my chat will start thinking for themselves. That is
Actually, I think it's if you let one in, then you're going to end up letting more in and more in until his chat is just full of smart people who are normal, and he doesn't want that. He wants really stupid people who are insane that will listen to everything he says and take it to the heart. They think what he says is for true.
dangerous, guys. I'm in an echo chamber. I need to control the narrative. Anyways, after this, he goes...
Bro, I don't even delete comments. I don't delete nothing. If it's something crazy and stupid, I'll reply to it with laughing emojis. And I'll embrace the hate. You insult me, I'll insult me. Everything you say about me is not worse than what I say in the bathroom mirror every morning.
On a rant on how nobody is defending him, like no big content creators are coming out to defend Hasan, the open terrorist supporter, by the way. So, I wonder why. Hasan ponders where the heroes are in the streaming space to keep Ethan and Asmongold in check and rallies the troops.
Hasan ponders, where's the heroes? Doesn't realize that he's the fucking villain and that these are the heroes? Holy shit, man. Hasan's literally got the same mindset as Homelander from The Boys.
says that if it was years ago, other big content creators would have called them out.
But nowadays, a lot of people that do speak out about this kind of stuff.
Bro, you are an actual terrorist supporter. I am surprised more people don't speak out about Hasan. Actually, I know exactly why they don't. Because they don't want to lose money. They don't want to be mixed up into drama. Everybody needs to call this shit out because they actually support terrorism. And they just ignore that fact.
Are actually some of the most awful people, right? It's Keemstar orbiters that rely on this constant cycle of toxicity.
Bro, projection after projection after projection.
So even the good side of commentary YouTube,
everything he says bad about the other side is literally what he's doing. Every time with these leftist freaks.
just basically stays quiet. And a lot of the big content creators try to stay away from this drama.
Holy shit, I'm getting mad again. Fuck, I need to calm down today, man. I'm losing it.
Because they don't want this kind of toxicity to come their way, which is understandable. Nobody wants this kind of a psychopath up their asshole all the time.
Bro, fucking damn, dude. Fuck. He's like saying all the things that he is. He's saying all the things that he is, that we think about him. It's actually really sad. It's really sad. I feel bad for this guy. For how fucking retarded he is. I kinda almost want him to win. I want his side to win. Because if the people that he supports, the people that he likes, wins, everything that he defends, everything that he's about, goes down the shitter. He can't exist. Like, I don't even understand why these people lie about all this shit and support terrorists. Because they don't support them. Terrorists don't support them. They don't support Hasan's ideals. They don't support all the social issues that Hasan and Denims and Hijab the Hutt care about. Like, what the fuck are they even doing? It's like they want themselves to be destroyed and owned. It's like they're addicted to it.
Okay, so now basically everybody who criticizes him is a Keemstar orbiter. Dude, I haven't heard of that guy in ages, bro. I don't know why he's bringing Keemstar up. But it's just crazy for him to pretend that people criticizing him are like psychopaths trying to go after him.
Dude, every time with the leftist freaks, they cannot take accountability and they blame everybody else.
I mean, look at your friends. They're literally putting bounties on people trying to eliminate them from this universe.
Didn't get banned.
Look at yourself. You support multiple terrorist orgs that violate human rights on a daily basis. These
didn't get banned. By the way, did you see NMP lol there? Also an actual garbage piece of shit who thinks broke people who are poor, are lesser human beings. And he's also a racist.
These people that you love so much commit several war crimes. You literally laugh at dead babies, bro. Like, if you're not the psychopath, I don't know who else is. Also,
yeah, that's why they're okay with lying and manipulating and projecting and all that shit. Because they're actually evil. They don't care.
So let me just make it perfectly clear. The reason people don't defend you is probably because they disagree with you. Now,
not even that. Not even that they disagree with them. They actually see that he is fucking evil. He is being controlled by demons.
Which creators he's talking about, I'd love to know. Like, I don't know what big creators he's talking about. Like, obviously, PewDiePie isn't gonna randomly come out and be like, hold up, guys. Let me take a break from my wife and kids and my beautiful life here and then come on video and start.
I fucking wish he would. I wish more of these people would come out against people like Hasan Piker.
Are defending Hasan Piker. In fact, I think it's like the opposite.
Oh, he said defending. I thought he was gonna get to saying things against Hasan Piker, which that needs to happen. More of these giant creators need to speak out against Hasan Piker.
A lot of people don't criticize Hasan because his community and his orbiting, communities harassed him so much to the point where they are unable to speak. In fact, in order to be able to criticize Hasan, you need like a pretty strong mental and you need a pretty big fan base to defend you whenever this guy tries to.
Fuck, then what am I doing? I've got strong mental, but I ain't got that fan base to defend me. I guess I'm just here defending myself. Trust me, man, like, they're straight up attacking me every time I make a video about Hasan. I get flooded with dislikes and comments. I love it. I love it so much. It fuels me. Their hate fuels me. I love it when demons are afraid of me, are scared of me, hate me. It's exactly what I want. Exactly what I'm looking for.
To call you a PDF file or a school shooter or a rapist randomly out of nowhere. And as one of the people who is obviously criticizing him a lot, I thank you guys for letting me do so. Then he cries about how nobody is criticizing Asmongold but him.
The less people push back against people like this.
What are they going to push back against? Asmongold doesn't support violence. He doesn't support harassment. He doesn't support terrorism.
Or even Asmongold, for example, for saying a whole bunch of insane things that actually make this space that we occupy a less safe space.
Projection again, man. Like, holy shit.
For a lot of our fans that are trans or have...
Dude, I need to, like, set up a projection counter. Like, how many times he's going to project the things that he's actually doing onto other people, saying that they're doing it.
Undocumented family members or themselves are undocumented.
He's literally the guy in the elevator who farted, looks at the guy beside him and says, "It was you."
Documented or fucking not white, you know what I mean? Like, when none of us push back against these large content creators, and all of the big content creators that normally understand that this kind of thing is completely unacceptable, or even what Asmongold is doing is completely unacceptable.
What is Asmongold doing that's unacceptable? What is he doing? Calling you out for being a disgusting piece of shit?
Keeps silent. The only voices you hear create a new permission structure that make it seem as though everyone actually has this point of view. Everyone actually agrees with Ethan, because the only people that I hear from are people who agree with Ethan.
I don't agree with Ethan on shit except for this.
The only people that I hear from are people who agree with Asmon, and anyone who speaks out against Asmon is the recipient of an endless torrent of hate.
What? I've released videos criticizing Asmongold, because sometimes he is wrong. And I don't receive hate. I don't get flooded with dislikes and hate comments. I get a bunch of people that are like, "I like Asmongold, but yeah, you're right."
Okay, is it our fault that you have literally like the most indefensible position on planet Earth? Like, terrorist support is something that even the most brazen political psychopaths...
Oh, he knows that. He knows it. He's just a lying, evil piece of garbage.
will struggle to agree with. And the reason that most people you hear are on Ethan's side is because he was in the right in this situation.
True.
Now, sure, he might have made a couple mistakes here and there, but
True.
overwhelmingly in this whole situation, he was the victim here. You
True.
guys wanted to ruin his life,
True.
and the situation all started with your little content cop with
True.
iDubbbz. And now that the entire thing is backfiring, you're here on stream.
Actually, it kind of didn't start with the content cop. It just got reignited. Really, where all this started was when they had that show together. Leftovers? Was that it? Well, the left is sure over.
Crying absolutely every day. But back then, when most of the internet didn't know about the situation and you guys were getting away with it, you were perfectly fine with it. And come on, this is so pathetic, bro. Like begging people to be on your side. Oh, nobody's defending me. Wah, wah. Bro, maybe say something worth defending then? And can you, for the love of God, stop pretending your orbiters aren't completely insane? Nobody wants to stand up for those kind of abhorrent people like Denims or Casey Tron or Sean or Froggen. You know, they just all have respective horrible takes. Surprisingly, each one of them has their own separate horrible take, completely separate from you. Then he just continues to pressure people to finally voice their opinions and defend him because he creates this apocalyptic scenario like, oh, we're just gonna go after everybody. We're gonna try to deplatform everybody. And like Hasan is like the first domino.
I try to explain to people that this, like content creators, that this kind of silence in this circumstance.
See, I don't believe that we should be deplatforming people unless they support violence and terrorism.
Unironically creates a less safe environment for everyone, including themselves,
That's
because
such
these
bullshit.
guys will
You're actually creating the less safe environment by supporting fucking terrorism.
eventually move on and will go after someone else. And eventually it'll be someone that you love, right? Or even if it's like Asmon and Ethan, I bracket off in different ways. Like Asmon is just right-wing reactionary.
And Ethan Klein is a Jew.
And is just doing reactionary right-wing propaganda. Ethan is doing frivolous lawsuits and litigation.
Asmongold's not even doing right-wing propaganda. He's doing centrist propaganda at the most.
A way that actually is like very harmful to the space in a different way, right? He also does engage in some
Everybody except for me is harmful. Everybody who dislikes me is destroying everything. Except that's literally what Hasan and all of his dick riders are doing.
Reactionary tendencies as well, but like overall, they're making a more toxic environment. When content creators
Fucking bro, I can't with this.
are afraid of being involved in this because they see this as like toxic drama, they don't realize, but they end up creating a permission structure for this kind of attitude to persist.
Good. Go fuck yourself.
And that's it. And it just keeps growing. It won't go anywhere unless.
Oh yeah, it's gonna keep growing. More and more people are gonna be out against you because you and your orbiters are evil losers. Loser.
People push back.
Yeah, Hasan talking about creating a toxic environment. Isn't this the guy? Isn't this the guy whose chat is spamming hearts for a guy who literally shoots and kills people? Isn't this the guy whose fan base plays open defense for a guy lighting people on fire with Molotov
Oh yeah, he knows it. He's just lying.
cocktails? I've always said there.
Like, he, in my opinion, is a terrorist. Just not the kind that blows things up. He's the kind that talks people into blowing things up.
There's only one thing more insane than Hasan, and that is his chat. And the funniest thing about all of this is Hasan is actually right about one thing, that right now, if anyone tries to defend Hasan, they are usually immediately met with backlash just because his positions have gotten so insane. Like, they...
Yeah, did you see that, that anime podcast that got nuked from orbit? Because they got Hasan on there. What was it? Anime Man and some other dude. They got Hasan Piker on there and just immediately got crushed. I haven't heard from those guys since.
Day by day, he's always adding on something to the laundry list of horrible opinions. That's why when people like Jellyfish Ludwig...
Bro, I don't even want to fucking see Ludwig's face right now. Because he was actively trying to fucking kill a guy. He was trying to poison a guy with alcohol. That, I would argue, Ludwig, on a personal level, is worse than Hasan. Not by much, but at least I don't know of Hasan actively trying to kill a guy and make money off of it, like Ludwig was trying to do. And I don't know how more people aren't talking about it.
You know, try to play it cool and neutral while secretly sucking off Hasan on a regular basis, deleting videos for him, defending him at any turn. He obviously gets a lot of backlash and he gets called spineless. I mean, this is a classic Hasan tactic. They basically just go around and, you know, him and his orbiters try to bully and silence people all the time and make sure that everybody has the exact same extreme opinions as them. And the first time the internet is collectively turning on you and the whole situation has got so big, here you are crying like a whiny little baby. That's how you sound, bro. Full grown man, by the way. Get a grip. Anyway, so Asmongold responded.
And a lot of the big content creators try to stay away from this drama.
Has it ever occurred to you that big content creators stay away from drama between Israel and Palestine because they are Americans in a Western country and they have no business and no interest making comments on international affairs that they're not educated or understand? Why would somebody...
Yeah, I get that. But why don't they come out against this guy and be like, no, this guy, Hasan Piker, on Twitch, one of the most popular guys on the platform, probably the most popular guy when it comes to how many people know about this dude, at least for a political streamer. Asmongold, definitely more popular, but he's not really known for political stuff. He's more known for general reactions. I wish more people would call out Hasan for being an actual terrorist supporter in the United States. He don't just support terrorism overseas, he supports it here. He wants people who are going to these peaceful protests to be as violent as they possibly can.
Why would somebody like Markiplier or somebody like Mr. Beast come out and start talking about this? They don't understand this. They expect people in these positions to have informed, educated, and accurate opinions about all of these world events. And I feel like it's a very toxic...
Because they're retarded. Because I think anybody who, like, actually talks about politics, I think most of them are lying, manipulative pieces of shit. I think people like Asmongold are doing a pretty good job. Because he's really smart, and he's not trying to, like, give you the news. He's just reacting to stuff.
mindset to have. The fact is that you are not elevated in any sort of a way, and just because someone's popular because they make Minecraft videos doesn't mean that they have some obligation to speak out against like some internet political drama. This is
I think they should if it's actually destroying the platform. Like, if there are Twitch streamers that just play games, don't talk about political stuff, I think still they need to come out against Hasan Piker and be like, hey, we need to get these garbage pieces of shit off the platform because they're ruining everything for everybody. People are jumping ship because Twitch is a terrorist supporting platform.
And especially between it when it's...
And they probably take money from terrorist organizations, to be fair. To be honest. I think so. That's the only reason I can muster up for all of these things to just keep perpetuating, to keep going, keep persisting.
So personal between two people.
I mean, it's so obvious why bigger creators won't sort of jump into this situation. First off, they probably don't know as much about it. Obviously, we are more involved in the online community. Obviously, I have, more intricate details of everything Hasan has done. I've covered the whole saga. So obviously, I have a lot of back context. Meanwhile, all these other people, they might just be seeing random clips here and there, and they don't have like a completely informed opinion, which is why they won't speak out about it, and that's perfectly fine. I absolutely hate when people ask like gamers or whatever their political opinions. Like, it's obviously not gonna...
This isn't a political opinion, though. This is like, I understand if they don't know that he's a terrorist supporter, but at this point, I think everybody should fucking know.
Gonna be as informed, and it is so pathetic that people like Hasan just want everyone to agree with them on everything. And we know this from the whole Ethan situation, because Ethan literally agrees with Hasan's politics like 95%. The only thing they disagreed with was that Ethan doesn't openly support terrorists. And just because of that one disagreement, Hasan and his community completely turned on him and basically wanted to ruin his life. It's like these people are constantly looking for something to get mad about. And honestly, people even do this to me. They like...
Yeah, they're addicted to rage.
Like, ask me my opinions on XYZ political thing, and I always say, I don't care. I'm literally a slop tuber. My entire channel is built on the basis of calling out stupid people and just kind of talking about what I want.
Yep.
So unless you're voicing stupid opinions online, then you probably don't gotta be worried about randomly showing up in one of my videos. You don't need to ask me about the political and economic state of the world. I'm sure you can get that analysis from somebody else. Now, sometimes I have to briefly mention it because if I'm talking about someone like Hasan whose entire life is based around politics, obviously I gotta mention certain things, I gotta clarify certain positions, and I'm not trying to be political there. I'm never gonna push politics on anyone. I don't...
Leave down there in the comments, what side of the political aisle do you think I'm on? Tell me what you think I believe, and I will tell you. I will comment down there, and I will tell you whether you are wrong or you are right. I will let you know outright what my political positions are. And I'm gonna warn you right now, I'm an anarchist. And I think everybody that's seeking power is fucking evil, and they're run by demons. So there you go. What aisle do you think I'm on? What part of the aisle? Which part of the spectrum?
I don't find that fun at all, but I just like to point out things that are common sense. I think regardless of your politics, everybody can agree that terrorist support is bad. Terrorist propaganda is bad. You know, supporting people who violate human rights all the time is bad. Anyways, after this, Asmon responds to the whole safe space argument by Hasan.
This space that we occupy, a less safe space for a lot of our fans that are...
It's not any less safe whenever you have to hear an opinion that you disagree with. This entire idea of a safe space, it's not really very...
Yeah, I thought we were done with this in like 2016, talking about these safe spaces. Remember when everybody was freaking out about safe spaces? Yeah, we're not doing that shit again.
Safe for Ethan's family whenever CPS is called on him.
True.
It's not very safe for people.
And then they laughed about it. Yep.
Whenever they get deplatformed and they lose their job. The entire idea of a safe space and advocating for that, this is absolutely not true. And if you remember very clearly, didn't Hasan just very recently talk about one of the reasons why, people are saying bad things on the internet is because they would get beat up in real life for it? Hasan doesn't want a safe space. He wants a space that's safe for him. And if he has the ability to, he will control and enforce that on other people. You don't
imagine being so fucking retarded that somebody says some words and you get so mad that you beat them up. That's some actual fucking monkey behavior.
don't hate, like bigotry. You want to be the arbiter of bigotry. You don't hate, like a power structure. You want to be the power structure. So this idea that these people are raging against the system is actually not true. They're actually just trying to advocate and vie for control over the system so they can exercise it as a weapon against people that they don't like. So while Hasan advocates...
Yeah, they don't want the system to crumble. They want to be the system. They want the old system to go away so they can implant their new system.
It's for saying that I make things less safe for people. Hasan advocates for actively making things less safe for people in real life.
Oh my god, dude, that is absolutely spot on. That is pretty much exactly the trap that Hasan tries to set.
People like Hasan Piker are perpetuating... Why do I keep saying perpetuating? I need to pick a different word. People like Hasan Piker are making 1984 become a reality. Trying to cancel people for thought crimes. But then actually committing crimes out in the streets. Like, get fucking real, man.
Where his words will appear to be reasonable. For example, I just want a safe space for everybody. You know, sounds pretty reasonable. You want everybody to feel safe. But when you open that curtain and you look a little bit deeper,
I don't want a safe space for everybody. I think pedophiles should not get a safe space. Hasan Piker, who goes to brothels that get shut down for trafficking children.
Deeper, you realize that what he's talking about is that he just wants his opinion to be on top and to overshadow everybody else. He wants everyone he disagrees with to be deplatformed and shunned from society. And I'm not making that up. He literally admitted to this in the past as well. He wants people he disagrees with to be treated like neo-Nazis, ran off the streets, not allowed to be the local dog walker.
You shouldn't even let someone be the fucking local dog catcher as if they've ever exhibited any sort of positive feelings about the state of Israel.
Hasan is not talking about a safe space. He's talking about his space. A space where he can openly promote terrorists and not be criticized for it. But unfortunately, that's not how the world works. You actually do have to sit there and hear opinions from people different than you, especially on the internet. And the thing is, people can disagree and be perfectly fine with it. The funniest thing about my videos is that there's actually a lot of people that disagree with a lot of the things I say, and they never actually get super mad at me. They will just respectfully tell me if I get something wrong, or they will respectfully disagree, but they'll never try to like remove me from existence. And that's kind of the fan base you want to cultivate, where it doesn't matter if we have somewhat different opinions regarding certain things, as long as we agree on some central values and moral principles, we'll probably get along. You know, the funniest thing, I got a message on Instagram. Somebody said that I basically disagree with everything you say, but you're absolutely hilarious, so I still watch your videos. And those are someone like...
I got a few of those people down there in the comments. If you disagree with everything that I say, but you think that Hasan Piker is a crazy asshole, piece of shit, terrorist supporter, leave it down there in the comments.
My favorite comments ever. Obviously, you know, I don't know why you disagree with everything I say. That's kind of insane. But still, I don't know. I just find it hilarious that there's like legitimate like Hasan fans watching me just because I'm actually more entertaining than that moron. So again, apologies for, you know, shitting on you 24/7, because if you're a Hasan fan, I'm sorry. I gotta shit on you, but I appreciate you watching regardless, all right?
Or even what Asmongold is doing is completely unacceptable.
Wasn't Hasan just advocating for freedom of speech the other day? And saying that, you know, oh, well, you're a free speech defender. All of the values that these people, you know, pretend to have, they just simply use these values against you.
Yeah, the only values they have is they want to be rulers. They want to be on top of everybody. And they want to make all of the rules, and then they don't have to follow them themselves. Everybody else has to follow them.
They don't have these values themselves. They don't care about these values. They use these values as a tool to make you subvert your own goals.
And unfortunately, a lot of pussies end up backing down to people like Hasan.
Unacceptable to who? To him. He's decided that it's unacceptable. This is, again, what I was saying. You don't want freedom of speech. You want to control who can speak.
If only there was a theory that encapsulated everything about Hasan in one neat word. Hasanetics, ladies and gentlemen, created by Pegasus, of course. Please open your textbooks to page 42, paragraph 3. Hasan's opinion is the only one that matters. Everyone else is always wrong. Free speech only applies to Hasan and his orbiting moons. Everybody else needs to be...
Actually, that's not even true. It applies to Hasan and his orbiting moons until they say something that he disagrees with, and then they're canceled.
run off the internet and potentially killed. Make sure to highlight that one in your textbook, kids. That will.
These crazy, insane, stupid, retarded leftists. They eat their own. It's like Ouroboros. They can't help it. What comes around goes around, you know? They just keep eating their tail.
Will be on the test next Monday. And make sure to do your homework. You gotta watch at least 30 seconds of Hasan. I know, nobody likes homework, but you gotta do it, all right?
Like, do you really think that all these wholesome, normal, like good, family-friendly YouTubers watch you promote terrorism, and then they think, oh, wow, that's my guy?
Yes, actually, you're gonna see Report of the Week come out, and instead of reviewing the latest McDonald's sandwich, he's gonna be reviewing Hasan's favorite terrorist groups. Jacksepticeye's next video is gonna be on the ethics of Hamas. That's the world Hasan wants to live in, where everybody is just talking about politics.
Ethan is doing frivolous lawsuits and litigation.
Who decides that it's frivolous? Hasan or multiple people with law degrees?
Well,
I mean, like, you know, Hasan's getting sued. Of course he's going to try and defend it with any kind of lie and manipulation that he can. Doing anything he can to defend himself and his orbiters. Because if his orbiters go away, then he's got nobody around him.
Hasan does have a degree in Hasanetics, of course. So I don't know. I think Hasan wins that one. He has a PhD, actually.
If people like Hasan
He's got a PhD in being fucking retarded.
want other content creators to get behind them and support them, then they need to do things that are more worthy of support. Promoting terrorism, constantly lying about people, calling people generational sexual assaulters, calling people pedos and lolly lovers with no evidence.
Actually needs to be sued for all of that. Those are lawsuits. But I think Tectone just isn't going to sue him because he's just letting all this pile up, have more and more and more and more and more evidence against these people all the time.
Just calling somebody a school shooter. This isn't something that average people are going to listen to and they're going to say, oh, wow, this is really cool. Let's go ahead and go with this.
Dude, I'm going to listen to it and I'm going to be like, oh, wow, this is fucking retarded. These people are insane and evil.
You know the funniest thing? Whenever I meet people in real life and they ask me to like describe my content and I'm like, oh, you know, I make commentary videos that talk about like internet drama, and they ask, oh, okay, so who you're talking about? And obviously now I gotta say, you know, Hasan, he's like this big streamer and he says some crazy shit. And then
dude, like literally, I get asked all the time, what are you making videos about today? I'll be like, Hasan Piker. I'll be like, I don't know who that is. Well, you probably don't want to because he's an insane piece of shit.
they ask me, oh yeah, what does he say? And then I just gotta like slowly mutter, yeah, he does, you know, he just openly supports terrorists and stuff. And you just see their jaw.
Yeah, he openly supports terrorists, and a bunch of brainless, spineless celebrities, or I guess internet celebrities, love Hasan.
Dropped. They're like, what? Actual true story. This has happened like 2 or 3 times, by the way. But yeah, fun times, interesting times, guys. Anyways, let's move on to Hasan's orbiting moons. Acer Subreddit drops a wake up edit.
Ethan, wake up.
Ethan, the dumb bitch is telling you to wake up.
Ethan, wake up. Wake up, Ethan. Wake up. Time to be awake, Ethan.
That was so fucking cringe. I haven't seen that content cop, so I don't know. That just looked fucking cringe. Was that even in the content cop, or was that filmed like a few days ago?
Wake up, Ethan. Ethan, wake up.
Oh my god, one by one, the dominoes fall. 4 lawsuits and counting. Let me know your predictions in the comments below. Where are we going to be in a month from now? How screwed are the Hasan orbiters going to be? And maybe Hasan himself. Stay tuned for the greatest series on planet Earth.
I think that not much is going to happen. But I do think that the fight's going to get worse. I think it's going to get much worse. And we're going to win. Our side is going to win. It's inevitable. Because these people are insane liars, and the insane left eats their own. All the time. You step out of line an inch, they'll have your head.
Denims implies that she will not settle with Ethan, has obtained legal counsel, and will be fighting the lawsuit in court.
Fucking good luck with that. Wow. Holy shit. What a retard. You should settle. What are you doing? You're gonna make everything much worse for yourself.
On the Ethan Klein lawsuit stuff, just to reiterate with all of you, I will be fighting this lawsuit. I have legal counsel. They are actively working towards drafting some stuff. I can't really share more than that right now, but
I don't think she's got anybody actually helping her, and they're probably telling her, hey, you're kind of fucked here.
I can't really share strategy right now, but they are working tirelessly for this case, and I can assure all of you that all of this is going to directly fund the paperwork, the documents that are currently being worked on that will be filed, and I'm very excited to.
Dude, I'm good for her lawyers, I guess, because like they're getting an easy case right here. They're getting paid, and they don't even have to win. Easy.
Once it is filed and once it's public, to share with you guys.
Well, I mean, at least you have a lawyer that is already better than Caseytron at the moment. But man, you are gonna get so cooked. How are you possibly going to defend openly stealing content maliciously? And I don't know if I believe her, to be honest. She's saying that all the GoFundMe money is going directly to fund the lawsuit. I mean, you better post receipts of that shit, because I'm absolutely not buying that. If you're anything like your friends iDubbbz and Anissa, you might be secretly pocketing some of that money. Not to mention, she literally admitted last time that she will be self-funding if there was any lawsuit going forward, which means she does potentially have the money to fund this herself. But she's taking advantage of the situation to crowdfund money from her tier 3 simps. Unless that was a bluff too and she's actually completely broke. There's no real way to tell here.
Yeah, I mean, you tell a whole bunch of lies and everything you say is a lie. You know what I mean? I don't believe a word these people fucking say.
Because unlike the other people, she did have a semi-decent viewership. And I don't know how much that OnlyFans is raking in either. But we'll see. I'm praying to God if this goes to court, they live stream the trial, because oh my God, that would be insane content. You guys would be...
If Ethan can, no shot. No shot he ain't gonna record the whole thing. Oh, please. Oh, please, I need this. I need this so much. It'd be so good.
Be fed for the next year. Now moving on to Froggen. Apparently she's taking the week off. Thank you so much for the support. If you guys want to continue this, GoFundMe, my legal defense is here. Willie Mac says, bro, you're getting sued. You can't afford to take time off. Dude, that's absolutely crazy. You should be working overtime right now. How will you afford the sandwiches? How
She's got to go and binge eat because she's depressed.
will you afford the extra stuffed pizza? Come on. No wonder she asked for double of what the other two are asking. Yeah, by the way, this just shows that the amounts they're asking is completely random. Like somebody's asking 150, 100K, 200K. How?
And what if it doesn't cost that much? What are they going to do with the rest of the money? Huh? What are they going to do with that? There's no way that it's going to be that much.
How about you state exactly how much the lawyer fees are so other people don't get scammed? But obviously they don't care about that. They're just trying to make as much money as possible. Anyways, let's move on to Shonda Black. If you remember last video, Ethan decided to add him to the lawsuits and made Taylor Lorenz grovel at his feet to drop the lawsuit. If the snark server Taylor Lorenz apologized for calling me a misogynist, I'll drop the lawsuit. Well, Sean responded, this is the last thing I'll say about this, but Ethan Klein is using me to force accomplished women journalists to grovel to him is ironically exactly misogyny he claims is inaccurate in this very post. He presents a false choice. Grovel to him as he exerts the control he wants to feel over women, deny him whatever gratification he gets from that narcissistic behavior, and subsequently be blamed by him for his small creator being sued. I reject this choice. F you, Ethan.
I don't believe you. You are the narcissist. Get fucked. Love to see it. Dude, these people are absolutely crashing out. They're so mad. They're so mad. But they did it to themselves. They did it to themselves, man. We've been saying this shit's gonna happen, and it's only gonna get worse.
I love how he rejected this choice after Ethan already rejected it for him. Do I think Ethan was actually gonna drop the lawsuit?
Well, Ethan knew that this wasn't gonna happen. That's why he said it. He knew that there wasn't gonna be any apologies, because these people can't take accountability for shit. Everything is everybody else's fault.
Probably not. Maybe he was just trolling them. I don't really know. I'm not inside Ethan's head here. In my opinion, he should absolutely not, because these people need to have a reality check.
I think it was a gotcha. I think it was a gotcha moment. Not for court, but for the public eye. He puts that out there, and then they can't apologize, and it shows everybody that they're the narcissistic pieces of shit. You love to see it. Absolutely embarrassing.
Or they're going to continue being disingenuous pieces of shit. Tecto responded, Shonda Black about to be Shonda broke. Insert Fortnite L dance. Let's
so
head a
good.
white dude to complete the circle of isms. Right, anyways, let's move on to Casey Tron. She's continued crying on Twitter now. I'm so sick of incel. Wow, we're what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words in, and we got incels already. Pearl clutching about me smoking weed. Holy F, what a bunch of soy boy freaks. You'd think I were in a back alley giving jobs for dirty drugs. I spend less money on.
Well, I mean, you're saying that. It sounds like projection to me. Like everything you say is a lie. You say just a few things that are a lie, everything becomes a lie. You say you don't do that, you 100% do. You 100% are blowing homeless dudes for heroin.
Weed a month than you do on gacha games. Corn sick lonely ass incel freaks. She's really up in that incel tally here. The rage baiting won't work on the judge, you know that, right? People are linking my video, oh my. More threats, intimidation, and harassment from the incel brigade. They're trying to intimidate me into silence. I have every right to speak on the way I'm feeling right now and the mental anguish this has caused me. Casey,
She actually thinks people are trying to take away her right to speak. Absolutely hilarious, because that's what these people were trying to do. Another projection. Nobody's doing that. And these people that like, dude, where's your lawyers? Where are your lawyers telling you to shut the fuck up? Because you should be shutting the fuck up.
present to you a challenge. Make one tweet or say one statement without the word incel in it. Holy God, that is her favorite word. Anyway, she keeps going. Asmongold is rallying his troops against me. It's going to get worse. It's going to get a lot worse and will never get better. He's signaling to his hate audience that he wants to run a lifelong harassment campaign against me and lightly hinting that I should neck myself. He literally never said that. She continues, the incel brigade.
Yeah, but the people who follow her, wait, I don't even know if anybody actually follows her. It might be her whole viewership is botted by Hasan and his other orbiters because they want to get Casey Tron in. I don't know. I'm just saying shit. But like, man, the absolute crash out is glorious.
Brigade was so upset to see me getting empathy. They've been doing yet another mass.
Like, what? Why does she keep saying incel? Does she think that she's hurting anybody's feelings? Like, we don't care if we get called incels. Because for one, you're wrong about what we're doing. We're not harassing you. You keep fucking... you're just being stupid, man, and we're calling you out. Welcome to the internet.
Spirit campaign to disparage my character and convince people that I'm deserving of having my life ruined. Awful men in this platform hate to see women not continuously dehumanized. Obviously, turn this into
another fucking virtue signal projection, man.
Man versus women issue. So all the
I always love it, by the way, when women are like, you just don't want to see women succeed. Like, all women are together, and like, if you get a bunch of women in a room, they're not gonna fucking fight. Are you serious? Get that shit out of here, man.
Absolute brain dead, low IQ rejects on Twitter.
Women don't even like each other. It's all bullshit.
Your side. All the mentally ill Twitter girlies go, well, women gotta support the woman. They are now scrubbing through all my social media to
gotta support the woman unless she's in the same room as me. And then we gotta fucking fight because she's a bitch. She's prettier than me. No, she's not. She's not prettier than me.
Find anything damning of me, even claiming I said Asmongold necked his mom, which is a lie. You definitely did imply that. As well as being upset I said bad empanada was funny. The crash out is because there was one post on r/this expressing empathy towards me. The incel hate brigade cannot stand when their behavior makes it out of the incel echo chamber.
By the way, bad empanada, also a huge piece of shit. Same type of person as all these weird demonic people.
And see for what it is by the masses. Dude, I can't even take it seriously. It's so funny. Didn't realize the audio was muted. So this absolute idiot posted this 1-minute clip of Asmongold and it was completely muted. She was definitely smoking like 60 times before this, bro. Ain't no way. Look at this.
Yeah, she just shared it without knowing what it was and just wanted to insult because she was probably crying. She probably had tears and Big Mac sauce in her eyes.
There's no audio. Oh my God. So anyways, from the top ropes, we got Omega Simp Mike from PA defending her. Is Twitch going to wait until someone is seriously injured by these incel stalking communities before they do something about it?
Seriously. Yeah, he's right. But he's talking about the wrong people. It's a projection. How many times have I said projection in this video? It's probably been 30. I'm gonna take a guess. I really need a projection counter.
By the way, extremely ironic coming from Mike from BA, bruh. Here is Asmongold doing a direct call to action for his community to harass another partnered streamer. I don't care who you are, that's not okay. And he's linked the muted video.
I guarantee you there are people down there in the replies pretending that they watched the video agreeing with him. Guarantee it.
Even this guy didn't even click on the video. Bro, nah, you can't make this up. He didn't even click on this video and he said, this is a direct call to action to harass another streamer.
Bro, they're all fucking retarded, man. Oh, man. Woo! Fuck.
You can't be serious. Also, this is the same guy who said he wants Ethan to bleed from the mouth. This is the same guy who says if he sees someone at TwitchCon, it's on site or something. This is the same guy who's like threatening to kill people. You put a bounty on somebody before. Just destroyed. This he's absolutely having a breakdown. If we keep pushing, the problem will solve itself. Interesting. Wow. Now, apparently people are defending her with random sob stories. We grew up in extreme poverty, blah, 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 blah. Food stamps, streaming allowed Casey a way out. All right, people like Ethan Klein have no idea what it means to live in poverty. This feels like the most blatant examples of class warfare. Holy mother of God, how do you get this stupid? Anyways, Asmongold responded, continues to show no sympathy for Caseytron, also calls out Mike from PA.
This is Asmongold from Caseytron. And so anyway, I don't know if we really want to watch this entire video, but I just want to go through. It's so long, it's actually boring. These are all of the posts that she's made about me. She's made all these posts about me. She's constantly talking about me. This is the person who's saying that I'm rallying the troops against her. If you think even for a second that you are going to try to seek any type of sympathy from me, that is not the case. Criticizing somebody for doing something bad. Oh, wow, he says he doesn't feel bad for somebody who said that he killed his mom? Oh, no. Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, I'm glad that...
Dude, so fucking based, man. Asmongold's had enough of this shit, and I think it's gonna get worse. I think he's straight up gonna start calling people out soon. I think he's gonna start getting mad at people who aren't talking about this, who should be. Because this is fucking crazy.
That Asmon is not backing down. These people absolutely deserve everything they are getting.
True.
Also, if there's any doubt that Casey was implying that Asmon killed his mom, well, here we have this clip.
Caseytron even liked a tweet that is accusing me of indirectly killing my mom.
That tweet, it says, thankfully XQC's lifestyle hasn't led directly to the death of one of his parents yet, so he has that going for him over Asmon at least. I'll admit, I did like that tweet, and I have a lack of respect for Asmongold after letting his mom with COPD live in those sort of conditions. I'm sorry.
She was a fucking adult. It was her house. Asmongold tried. What the fuck you gonna do? Huh? I've been in that position before where you just like can't get your parent or grandparent to do the thing that they need to do.
Like, you're a millionaire, you have all of the resources in the world. Why is your sick mother living like that? Like, I'll say it, I don't care. If that makes me a bad person,
okay.
Still miles above of Asmongold. Miles above Asmongold.
Now, I'm gonna be honest. I do genuinely believe that bad things do happen to bad people. And so whenever I see somebody saying this, I think it's just a matter of time. And whenever it inevitably happens, I will be there to laugh.
I mean,
Same. So fucking based, man. I love Asmongold.
he absolutely called it literally a year ago. Karma is real, fellas. Note it down. Also, that is absolutely implying...
I don't know about karma, but I think this whole situation shows me that there is 100% definitely a god.
that Asmon killed his mom there. You're basically trying to say that he didn't take care of her enough and that led to her death. Also, Kowalski analysis. What is this video right here? What did I say? Everybody's a fan, baby. And thank you, YouTube. This is on the home page as well. You know, pushing out my videos. That's a good boy, YouTube. Good.
Yeah, YouTube's trying to show like, hey, we ain't that Twitch garbage over there that's supporting terrorists. We are the guys that support the guys who are against the terrorists.
Shit. Also, by the way, Mike from PA is like the biggest loser ever, and he
looks like it. He looks like a freak.
He just finds any way to insert himself in any of these situations, just like all these orbiters do. They're like a bunch of ants gathering around like a piece of sugar. Oh, there's drama. Oh,
or more like flies on shit.
One of my degenerate friends was being attacked. I gotta jump in on this. I gotta farm some Twitter likes. And it was XQC also chimed in on the situation.
Don't let the tears blind you from how low these people stoop when they see.
XQC, legendary. He's talking about this. Good for him, man. I don't like XQC, but man, at least I don't think that he's an evil piece of shit.
An opportunity to strike, okay, they go as low as possible. She did some thing about like Asmon's mom, I'm pretty sure. She tweeted some shit about me when I was going to my court case and my fake shit over. She piled on. Yo, when she sees a weak target, she strikes as hard as she can.
XQC having good takes. It's becoming a common occurrence now. Is this XQC? Has he been replaced by another like?
I actually think that things have gotten so insane that even the crazy stupid people are like, hey, whoa, this is too crazy and too stupid.
Form. But yeah, he's completely right. The only reason they're crying now is because they're not in the majority. Anytime they see like...
They never were in the majority. They just had people with a lot of money protecting them, and that's gone away. Because all 7 swing states... 47th president.
Like a weaker target or somebody struggling, they're gonna try to kick them while they're down. That's literally what they did to XQC as well when he was having that whole lawsuit with Adept. Now click this video to send Hasan to North Korea. Alrighty, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
I've just got one thing to say. You get what you fucking deserve!